Welcome again to those of you who are now in your fourth session. We're really excited about the fact as diversity consultants for BJC and in particular the Campus Renewal Project as well as some of the other projects we're involved in directly, that we're at a stage in our relationship with BJC that we're actually now beginning to look at how to transfer knowledge. And so Greg talked about capacity building, and I want to make sure that those who are here who maybe don't know much about what the capacity building warehouse is, certainly those who are in the capacity building warehouse program know what it is. But for those who don't, the program really is to look at how to bring firms in and build a closer relationship with BJC and with the firms that are in the BJC toolbox. If you're an architect or an engineer, ultimately your goal is to be in the toolbox. But the relationships that need to occur to make that happen is what this whole program is about. And it's not just transfer of knowledge, but it's also transfer of those relationships. So the BJC 101 program really helps us to begin to introduce you to the key people who really are the ones that make this happen. You're going to get a chance to meet, as far as the architect side, Nancy Coleman and Greg Ziffel, and they are part of your capacity building team. You probably didn't know that, but they are. They're on your capacity building team if you're an architect. And so this transfer of knowledge that's going to take place today is just the first stage of that. But if you're actually involved on the project, and there are several out in the room that already are on Campus Renewal, or on any other PD&C project, it's not just getting the project. The part of the warehouse that's key is for us to now actually document and make sure that there's truly a transfer of technology, a transfer of knowledge, and a transfer of relationships. If you get on a project and that's the only time you have an interaction with BJC, we haven't done our job. So as diversity consultants, I'm excited to see a room full of people who are willing to do this, who understand the importance of this, and also recognize that it takes time. I've been told by some people out in the marketplace, they said, guys, that program at BJC, that takes time. You guys want us to come to workshops. You want us to participate in your online program. You want to talk to us about our company. You want us to fill out all kind of forms. I said, boy, I wish I had a customer so interested in me that they would want me to do all of that. But that's what this is really about. So take full advantage of it, as many of you already have. I saw Kaven walk in the room, and I don't have my glasses on today, Kaven. Kaven, we won't talk, but I have some bad glasses, and it really drives him nuts. So I'm talking blindly for him. But Kaven is the construction executive for the Campus Renewal Project. So he's focused on working very closely with Nancy and getting direction and guidance to begin to start to look at how do we augment her efforts to make sure that the people who are in the warehouse really are getting that transfer. We have some people in the room who are in the industry as architects. And raise your hand, some of the people who are in what we call the parking lot, if you will, or stand or whatever. Can you stand? Did I miss, where'd they go? Okay, they ran out. Well, we have some, I saw them outside, so maybe they're in another room. But we also are really interested in the workforce side of this. Those of you who understand BJC's inclusion program know that it's not just building relationships in terms of the business side, but it's also building a diverse workforce so that over time this entire industry begins to look like this room. Because from my angle, even blind, it's a wonderful sight. So thank you all for coming, and I'm going to introduce Arthur Porter, who's going to just quickly remind you of the other piece of the warehouse, and then Marvin's going to get right into it.
I'm Arthur Porter. You probably see my emails about the stuff coming on the capacity building warehouse. How many people have received emails from me about the new additions? How many people have actually read those emails? Well, let me tell you, if you haven't had a chance yet, and a couple people just recently got added to the site, I'm really proud of the capacity building warehouse site because it's really allowing us to, when we're not in these meetings, still stay connected. Marvin and his staff continue to put excellent information on there. Caven's had some posts with me and Sandra put stuff on as well. But it really allows you to really take advantage of not only having these meetings once a quarter, but also how to stay in touch throughout the whole process. Today you're going to talk a lot about collaboration. And like Sandra said, you know, I think that when you look at a room like this, you got your design people over here, you got some construction firms here, you got some small businesses, large businesses. The diversity in this room goes way beyond just race or even trades. It's the fact that if you look at this audience, it's just diverse. And what we really want to do is take the advantage while we have everybody in a room like this to make connections, to network. You know, I challenge you all to meet a new person, make a new connection. You know, when I came in, I was, you know, I toy around with words a lot. The words that I've been working on is intentionality. I'm doing some stuff around intentionality. And what intentionality to me means is that you don't just let things happen. So you're sitting at a table in a room full of people with all types of opportunities. You don't want it to just haphazardly, maybe something happens. So while you're here, I want you to set your intentions that you're going to make something happen, that you're going to make a connection, that you're going to create what I call a wow experience. That 3 months from now, when we come back for the next BJC 101, the person you meet is going to say, wow, because you've grown so much in that 3 months. You've grown in the way that you control, you're focused on your business, you've grown in your connections and networks. So take advantage of the time here to not only get the information and receive the information, but to go forth and be doers of what you learned today. Because I've seen personally companies that have started this process that look completely different today. I can see the growth. I can see the development of them. And I just want, and this is just the beginning. We've got another 4 years to go on this project. So thank you for coming out. Take advantage of the opportunities. If anybody has any questions about the Capacity Building Warehouse website, you have my number. Give me a call. If you have anything you want to add to the website, again, this is a two-way communication. If you see something that you want to add, or you have a question you want us to post to the group as a whole, feel free to post that in that forum section. So enjoy the day, learn, grow, and be blessed.